if you're interested in golden, ageless, timeless advice, life-changing advice. Do not go after what you think you can get. Go after what you really want. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't waste your life compromising. It is better to aim high and miss than to aim low and make it. Most people, most men, or let's talk about men, most men go after what they think they can get in terms of women, in terms of jobs, in terms of whatever it is in their life, vacation, cars, whatever it is that matters to them. That is not the right way, because in life you ultimately get what you go for. So if you're always going for the second best, if you're going for a compromised goal, guess what you're going to end up with? Have you heard the saying, if you count pennies, you'll end up with change? So it takes, I had a broker friend who was in the business of selling investment securities and futures and options and things like that. And he told me two things that was very interesting. He said one thing was, the first one was, it takes the same amount of effort, the same amount of conversation, paperwork, to do a $5,000 investment or a $500,000 investment for a client. And another interesting thing he said was that, I get a guy who invests $2 million with me, and I don't hear from him, sometimes for a year at a time, only tax time. And then he says, I got another guy who invests $2,000 with me, and he calls me 2 weeks, twice a week, 3 times a week. How's my money doing? How's my investment doing? It makes sense to a lot of you who maybe are familiar with this, phenomenon. And if you're not, believe me, that is the case. But the point of this video was to remind you of the ageless and timeless and golden words of wisdom and advice of life, which is a subject of very high interest to me, because I've had as you know, if you're familiar with my videos, you know that I've had the honor and the pleasure of having traveled to many regions of the world, many countries of the world. And it's funny how some things do not change no matter where you go. And it becomes true, proven to you that it's true, that these principles are true. It doesn't matter if you're in the villages of Africa or the most sophisticated ski resorts in Switzerland. It doesn't matter if you're in Asia, South America, Australia, Canada, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Southern Europe. Doesn't matter. These principles are the same. Don't go after what you think you can get. Go after what you really want. If someone, is giving you BS, if someone giving you a hard time, move on, walk away, and seek what gives you pleasure. Seek a situation where the amount of effort that you receive, amount of reward that you receive, is equivalent to the effort that you put in, that you're appreciated for what you do, and you appreciate what others do for you. A brief and to the point video. The point you should take away from this is, don't go after what you think you can get. Go after what you truly want. And you'll see that you'll end up with what you truly want. All the best.